Everyone, Greg from Outdoor Goyo here, and I want to talk about this 4Runner camper. I've had a lot of people ask me about it. I did a short video. If you haven't already seen me walk through how I built it, go ahead and click that link on our channel. But I want to go into a little bit more detail about what makes up this camper, some of the features, and maybe answer some of the questions that people had that I didn't answer in the first video. So here we go. All right, here's a good look of the setup. This is just me. My wife and dog aren't with me today, and the temperature wasn't dropping below like 40. So it's a different setup, I guess, depending on the temperature and who you go with. But I'm here on a mountain biking trip, so I got my bike. I've got a bike rack on it, and it still sets up great. You just obviously have to take the bike off, but the rack actually kind of works in my favor in a few other ways. You could see that the pull-out container that goes underneath this drawer here sits nicely on the rack, and the table that I designed goes over the rack as well. So super helpful. Just make sure you park this on level ground so you're not sleeping at a weird angle, but also all your table and everything isn't at a weird angle. So you can see this is enough space for a stove. The only bad part about this is if you are cooking here, just make sure you don't put any of your kitchen stuff inside this drawer. I store this stove in there along with some stuff that's not always necessary, and all of our kitchen stuff is in here, so I can pull them out at the same time. Let's see here. I'll just kind of walk through how I organize this a little bit, but it's a mess. I've been camping on it for a little bit, but I try to keep things in those little bins here. And it honestly lives in these bins. I don't take it out unless need it to go backpacking or something like that. Here we've got the setup. You can see on my build out how I did these to swing open, these side storage areas. They go over the wheel well. That's why it's cut out right here. And I put like straps, bungee cords, those kind of things that I need to get at pretty quickly and always seem to be using. And then under here, this one's a little bit longer. There's stuff sitting on it obviously, but I put some mats, yoga mat if we're gonna bring that. Roll up the sleeping pad can go in there and everything. But you can see how I kind of set this up to sleep, right? I'm on one side, and then all my is my bike gear, some of my camp stuff, and then let's go around this side here, and I've just got my clothing and whatever. I just put my headlamp on the headrest of the front seat, push this front seats just a little bit up, and then I've got plenty of room. I'm 6'2", like I said in the other video, so I built this out taking out the top of the bottom of the back seats. So you can see this is just the back of the back seats folded down, but you got a lot of storage under here. So you can kind of see I've got shoes, I've got a camera, I've got a toolbox. I've still got plenty of space if I wanted to cram stuff, and that's really helpful when you have two people. And then you've got this whole side where that backpack is to store stuff as well. Sometimes we get fancy with some lights hanging up in here when we're going out for a trip with the wife and stuff and having some fun. But I'm just keeping it bare bones because I'm about to throw all of this stuff back in and go ride, park this down there and then at the trailhead, and then camp in it again tonight. So it's super, super flexible. I don't have to set up a tent and take it back down or anything like that. I keep my water jug up here just because it has the most space. Just pull it out and use it. And groceries stashed up here as well. Yeah, it's enough space for me to even drive. So I'm gonna leave this platform down. You can see that the platform is actually rigged with this bracket, and then these legs swing down and hit right on the floor. And that's what's holding it up. And then it's connecting to the base right here just briefly overlapping here. You can see if I pull up, it's just barely overlapping, and there are some screws that aren't set in all the way on this side, and then on this side there's a hole right there. So when I pop this in, boom, it all sets in. It doesn't move back and forth, up and down at all. And then I have those legs just for support. So yeah, this marine grade carpet was super cheap. Obviously I didn't stick it as well as I should have. It's been coming up a little bit, so use that spray on glue a little bit better, but super comfortable, and it's lasted a lot. It looks in really good condition actually. And I leave this in the truck almost all the time. It's great to have in the city because it looks like nothing's in my car, but there's a bunch of stuff stored under here. But that's it. That's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. If I didn't answer anything, let me know. Oh, in my other video, I also mentioned that we have the shades. We have the insulation that can go up into each one of the windows that we cut out. That's, I think if it gets a little bit colder. But I think the next upgrades would be, tonight's supposed to rain, right? So how do you leave a window cracked when it's raining? That's going to be a fun little, just a little drape of a piece of tarp for tonight. But I would love to get the sunshades, the wind shades for the windows. That would be probably the best bet. And that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. Outdoor Goyo out.